Hello learners. In the previous lecture, we have seen all the stuffs related with the modeling of the wall in Revit. So we'll move ahead and take a look at how doors and windows are to be placed in the Revit. Okay, so let's get started. So you can find door and windows under the build tab, which is present in the architectural tab, as you can see here. So selecting that, select the architectural tab, and you can find the door and window tool in the build panel, as you can see here. So let's get ahead now, placing with the doors first, and then we'll go with the window part. Okay, so just left click on door, select the door, or you can use the shortcut as DR. Okay, so just select the door. You can see here, for now there are two types of door. One is external DBL flush door, and these are the types for this particular door family. And another door family is internal SGL, and here are three types of uh, doors under this family. Okay, so for now I just place two doors, and then we'll see how to insert any other door families into the Revit project. Okay, so for external door I'll just use this type. So you can hover your mouse on any of the wall, and you can see a preview of how the door is being means how the door will look on placing the door on a particular wall. So just keep hovering your mouse to see how the preview looks. And if you are satisfied with the position, just hit your left mouse button. Okay. So on clicking, you can see the door is now been placed. Okay, and as we move ahead, you can also switch and have a look between what the detail level and visual style looks like. For now the detail level is set to fine, and sorry, if you shift this detail level to coarse, you can notice the changes in the appearance of the wall. Okay, and if you go to medium, there is slight change as compared to coarse. Okay, so there are three types of detail level, that is coarse, medium, and fine. And depending on your presentation, you can check this detail level and use it as per your need. Okay, and then we have the visual styles here. Like if you want the view to be seen in a wireframe, just select the wireframe. Okay, and if you want it to be in hidden line, okay, and if you want it shaded, like the appearance would change. Okay, so it's better to keep it hidden and fine for now. And if you see, this is the door type which we have placed, then you can see there are few parameters that are present or that are assigned to a door. Like you can see the level, that is seal height, and few more stuffs here. So the constant is level 0. So it means that the door is being placed at level 0. If you see in 3D, just go in 3D view, you can see it's present on level 0. So select the door again, and you can also see the seal height is set to 0. So if I change the seal height from here, say 25 mm, enter, so you will notice that the door is shifted up. Okay, again I will set it back as 0, so you can notice the change here. And if I add 25 mm as seal height, so my door will shift up. Okay, so in this way the parametric or these values works. And if you go to edit type, then you have few more stuffs here. Like it depends on the family and the user that have created the family, so there might be a tons of parameters to play with. And if you want to change the type of the door, you can just duplicate it. And if you want any other type or any other value, say 2000 mm by 2000 mm, so just type it out and it gives the name for now, but you haven't made any changes into its properties. So when you in means the steps for creating or means renaming or making a duplicate of an existing family type is just duplicate it and then first rename it, then you have to change the properties. Okay, so my rough width would be 2000 mm. Here the units are in meters, we'll convert it into mm, or you can even type mm as suffix, so Revit will automatically convert it in meters. Like there would be a transition of units even if you type at the back end of the value you are entering. So we have set the width and height as 2000 mm, 2000 mm as our type reads, and click OK. So now you can see the door size is now changed. If you want Like you can create another similar, like right click on it, create similar, and just place a door adjacent to it. Now you can see the difference. This was present, like the original default door that was present, and this is the new tab which you have created. Like this is the 2000 mm by 2000 mm. Okay. And if you want to see the head height, now it's 2000 plus 25 mm offset. So it is reading this. If I change the sill height as 50 mm, the corresponding changes would be seen in the head height as well. Okay. Now just go back to level floor plan, level 0 floor plan. Okay. So I need to place interior doors. So I'll just use these doors for interior area. Similarly, as we have done in the exterior part, similarly, you need to just hover your mouse and the door will be automatically placed. So you can continue placing your door as needed. For example, now you might be confused like how to flip this door. So whenever you select a door, then you can see there are a couple of flips. Like this flip is for horizontal flipping and this flipping is for vertical flipping. So if you just click on this, you will notice there is change in the orientation of the door. Okay. And if you don't want to play with these symbols, you can just press space bar on your keyboard. So it will orient the door. Okay. So you can do it in both ways. Either you can use the symbols to flip the door, or you can use your space bar on the keyboard. Okay. So this is all about door placement. So if you want any other door families to be placed in your current Revit file, you can import it from the Revit libraries. To do it, go to Insert, Load Family. So for now, I'll be using the UK library. You can use Indian library, US library, anything as per your choice. So we'll go ahead with UK library. And here you have to search for doors. You can just press D here. So you can just see these are the types of doors that are available for me. Like these are the accessories for the door. You don't need it currently. So you can see there is bunch of, like you can see, families of doors available. So I'll just use this one. Once you are okay with the family that you are selecting, select it and press open. And now you can see that door type is available for us to use. Let's DR as a shortcut for placing the door. Now you can see previously there were only two door families available for us. Now we have inserted another one and we can place it in our project like this. So if you see the 3D, the door would look something like this. Okay, you can also load multiple families together. So if you want a bunch of families all together, you can just select them all together and just press open. Okay, now all the doors are loaded in our project and just keep on placing them. You can place the doors in 3D section view and plan view as well. So for now, I just place it random. So you can see the door is now placed. You can replace the door from the list that is present, but make sure the size is same as required. Let's see. Now, if you go to edit type, you will find many things here. Like you can see the material here. So if you want to change the material of the door, now it's a door panel. So if you want to change the material for the door, just press on these three dots here and you can select any of the material that you require. For now, I'll go ahead with metal aluminum just for an example purpose and hit OK and apply OK. Now you can see the material for the main door has been changed and it's been aluminum and the frames are wooden. Likewise, you can make any changes as per your preferences. So we are done with the door placement. Now let's move ahead with placing the windows. So again, go to architectural tab and beside door, you can find there is a tool for window. The shortcut for window is WN. Similar to door, you just need to hover your mouse to any wall and it will detect, like you can see a preview of how the placed window would look like. So you can place your windows as needed. For now, I'll just place it likewise like this. So here also you have flips to control the orientation of your window. In 3D view, it will look something like this. And here we have a single window family with these types. Like these all are the types of this particular window. If you want to edit this, go to edit type. And similarly, before making any changes to the existing family type, make sure you duplicate it and rename it as per your required family type. I want a 1500 by 1500 mm. So I'll just enter it here, and just you have to search for rough width and rough height. The parameter naming would change based on the user that have created it, but mostly the parameter naming pattern is almost the same. You can just recognize it. I will just add here 1500 mm. See, I have typed here 1500 and then I have added mm as suffix, so it has converted into 1.5 meter. So if I just keep it as 1500, so it won't convert, like it's reading 1500 meters, but we need mm. So when you want a unit conversion, please make sure you're adding unit as a suffix. Okay, so now see, it's changed to 1.5 meters. Now hit OK. Now see, the changes are visible here. Similarly, you have the level constraint here, like the windows associated to level 0. If you want, you can associate to any of the levels as per the requirement, that the levels on which you are working. So currently we are dealing with level 0. So the window is located or associated with level 0. And seal height, for now it's 1.2. If you want to make it 0.5, just do it, add it here, and the changes will be reflected. You can give image, comment, mark number as per your requirement. And similarly, the head height, you can change it if you want, 2.5. So the top of the window would be at 2.5 meters from the level 0. Okay. So if you want any other window, you can load it from the libraries that are present. So go to insert again, load family, and search for windows, press W. Here we have windows, and we have a ton of window families at our disposal. So you can use any as per your requirement. Okay, if I need this, press open so that the family would be loaded into Revit. So press WN to place the window as a shortcut, and you can go on adding your required windows. It's a better practice to place all the door and window elements when you are in the floor plan. So like from the placement point of view, it's a good practice to make use of floor plan or section whenever you are placing your door and window. Okay. So you can even use the dimensioning for placing your windows and doors, like the center of the door from this wall center or the interior face should be something X value. So you can do that. So I just change my units back to mm. Okay, it okay. So it's 1430.75 mm for now, but I don't want it to be 1430. I want it to be 1500. So what do you need to do? You can just select the door and change the value here as 1500. Hit enter. So now the distance of this door from this wall face is 1500 mm. And you can do similarly for the window as well. Like from this wall face, I want the window center to be at 1500 mm. So all you need to do is like just repeat it again. Select the dimension, DI. You can use the shortcut dimension. Hit tab so you can select various faces of the wall. By default, if it won't select, you can use this as by default it's selecting the wall center line. You can select the wall face. So my wall face has been selected. And whenever you hover over window or door, you can see a reference here. So click on that and you can click on the other finish of the wall. Okay. And whenever you select the element that is linked with the dimension, like you can readjust the dimension value. So instead of 1455, I'll just add it 1500 mm. Hit OK. So my window from interior face of this wall is 1500 mm. Likewise, you can make changes to any of the door and window as per your requirement. Even without using this dimension tool, you can see whenever an element is selected, you can see there are temporary dimensions already present. So for now, this window is present at 400 mm from this face of the wall, interior face of the wall. So if you want to change it, you can simply click on this temporary dimension and you can just change this value. See, similar changes are being reflected at this end as well. So you can use the temporary dimension or a dimension tool to set our for your accurate placement of door and window. Okay, so this is all about doors and windows in Revit. Stay tuned, keep learning. See you in the next lecture. Thank you.